3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Khalif Raymond now. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready! Cut 19!
Hooker to throw right away. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. These two teams, they met at Ford Field earlier this season with the Lions winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing. Hooker. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Down to the 41. You look at this Bears defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Hooker, he's going to move him around a little bit here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a 1st-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he will try to run through the entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Hooker. And this is going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. starting on the ground with Herbert. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here we go. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. The Bears at 8-4 now in the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Here we go. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Khalil Herbert, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Hooker. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And they will score a pick six for the Bears touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now 3rd down and 7. Hooker's going to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here we go.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9.
Angel.
Back to throw, Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. West right in.
Fields now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Hand off running left, Foreman. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Rolling to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago. Touchdown. Khalil Herbert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
They run it on first with Foreman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Bears. Khalil Herbert on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Santos with the extra point. And it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Hooker. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here comes the Lions punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 33. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Delta. EQ. Hey, Ken.
From the gun, here's Fields. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now Fields going to move him around. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now a first down throw. Fields. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chase Lucas. And the Lions will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Bears 28, Lions 7. Riley Patterson, the kickoff for the Lions.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
A final shot before the break. Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep here for Mooney. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Don't jump.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now Herbert to start the drive. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. He'll buy some time right. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. A give left side here for Herbert. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Fields going to change things up here. Now it's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Out of the gun, Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Dragon 60. Ready?
Now Hooker. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll change things up.
Lions. Ready.
Hooker now on 1st down. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 39-yard line.
Warriors 70.
Hooker to the air yet again. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
18, Pioneer.
Throwing. Hooker. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Broncos. Go.
Here's Hooker. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Anthony Schwartz. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point try now for Patterson. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Makes the score Bears 35, Lions 14. Riley Patterson to kick off for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Good for the Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Herbert powering up the middle. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hand off right side for Herbert. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On first down, it's Fields. That pass complete to Moore. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 2nd and 5.
And 5 at the 20-yard line.
Hey, 5. Say hi.
Here's Fields.
Flush to his right.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to downfield and who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense. You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
14-yard line.
On first down, Fields.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
To throw is Fields.
Eluding the pressure right.
That's complete right side to Kmet. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play.
Foreman will take it in. Touchdown Bears.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Third down, Hooker looks to throw it. That throw right side here going to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Ready?
Hooker going to try and throw for it.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Here's a give to Herbert. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 114 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, can. Go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. On the handoff, here's Foreman.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And when you break it down, this was just a